I don't know what's gonna happen next week, but I do know that I have so much disillusionment happening for me around just everything. That progress looks like ignoring genocide because it makes more sense to vote for the candidate who has clearly said they're not going to do nothing about it, but will make it better for us over here. And like, I get why people are doing that. They're voting for the conditions under which they can affect change. And I feel disillusioned because I'm like, I don't trust this government to like, I keep thinking about those moments during the convention where people were just mocking, and it was like, it's one thing to go, yeah, it can't be Trump, right? It's another thing to make fun of or mock people who are really seriously concerned about the fact that like our bombs are burning people alive, you know, like that's a real thing to be concerned about. And if you're like me and you're feeling disillusioned, I think I just want to say, don't feel ashamed or silly for caring about that. I remember being in school and we learned about World War II and we learned about all of these things in our history books. And, you know, in school it was like, what would you do? And where would you be? And all of us knew what the right answer was. And then like, I like what Ta-Nehisi says, like, yes, there are things happening in other countries, but this is uniquely us. It's US bombs. So it's like, it feels really frustrating to think of how much you can lose by saying, y'all, this is wrong. And like, we should stop this. And at the same time, there are people who are like, you're not going to be able to stop this, so let's just roll with it. So it just feels disillusionment, or it feels disillusioning. And I think what's been giving me hope is finding indigenous ways of dealing with uncertainty, and also kind of resigning myself to my belief in karma. And I don't know what's going to happen, but I do know at some point America has to pay for what she has done. And that scares me. And people are like, well, I didn't do it and I didn't do it. But I think the biggest fallacy in America is the individualism, right? We are collective. We are all interconnected, whether we want to believe that or not. But it's physiologically true that our energies can shift one another's energies, that we can co-regulate one another. All of this speaks to the fact that we are interconnected beings, which means that there is no you and you alone. And I think that that's scary, because whatever happens, no matter who I vote for, I bear the brunt of the backlash. My family bears the brunt of the backlash of these choices that our country is making, even though I'm asking them not to. And that's scary, to feel like you're having to take responsibility for something you didn't do.